Okay, can I talk about Andrew Tate?
Yes, we shall.
Okay, again, before I say anything, I don't agree with anything he says about the misogynist part apa. Tapi it's funny because I'm not gonna say the person, tapi I met a guy who didn't have a negative opinion about Andrew Tate, and I was like,
Yeah.
how? That's crazy.
We
Maybe-
might have someone in this room who feel like they feel differently towards Andrew Tate, and it's always interesting to
as
hear.
in positive or negative?
As in they don't hate Andrew Tate.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is my thing, Joy. You shouldn't hate people that you don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't hate Andrew Tate.
Okay.
I hate the messages that he's giving to kids.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that people care.
Mm-hmm.
That's their fault for caring.
Yep.
The same thing with my girlfriend. She always tells me, it's entertainer. And I was like,
Yeah.
you're caring. You're part of the
You're
problem.
giving
and
them
she hates that when I
attention.
say it. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I mean, it's true.
But it's true.
Like, I'm not part of the problem because I don't consume his content at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried my best to click not interested and don't recommend this channel to me.
Yes.
On every Andrew Tate
Tate
shorts.
videos,
And
yeah.
I'm not even on TikTok, yeah.
Okay,
On shorts.
yeah.
I feel like it's Azim. Azim, do you like Andrew Tate? It's easy. What? Who is it then? Azim.
Now, can you continue?
Okay. moving on. So he shared a lot of opinions that I don't agree with, and again, now he's a Muslim, which makes it so much like, come on, man. Like, Muslims had the bad of like the terrorism and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got Andrew Tate. It's like the worst thing to have.
Okay.
But again, I watched this Piers Morgan interview. Have you watched that?
No. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm one of those who like I've heard what he's done, but I am not interested. I pay no attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
So
going
I
back to the
may or
point
may
where-
not know what
Dude,
you're talking
I
about.
tried so hard
Yeah,
to
yeah.
avoid his content, tapi it just keeps coming up. And I just gave in this one point, and I just watched this Piers Morgan interview.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this about him: he's extremely smart,
Okay.
extremely smart.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had good parenting. I think he just didn't have good love, Macam, which is so sad. He looks at life like this, like woman is this, woman is that, which is so funny because he says so many other smart things in terms of macam, even macam like he talks about the Matrix. To explain briefly, it's like
We live in a simulation.
we live not simulation. We live in a controlled environment where you're not able to succeed. basically.
Okay.
And he says every successful person is out of the Matrix.
Mm.
And I somewhat agree with it, but at the same time, I know a lot of people who are happy to be in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Some people are happy to just be normal.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah.
doesn't get. That's why I feel like he's smart but not intelligent.
Yeah.
He's really like, he articulates sentences very
He
well.
forces this idea.
Yeah, that's
onto
the thing.
people.
And then the sad thing is he feeds into the male virgins, I'm sorry to say, but it's the guys that, not just all virgins, okay? Some virgins are great. It's the incel.
Sure, you're
Okay, can you recap? He feeds into the incel man,
Yeah.
no offense, not all incels feeds into him, tapi he feeds into most of them, and then into hating women, hating society,
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
hate.
yeah.
And you could turn all of that with self-love, ba.
Mm.
Just instead of hating society, just love yourself, and then that way, if you have so much love for yourself, then you start having more to give to other people.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
he is essentially saying. Like you shouldn't depend on society. You should work on yourself. But that's
Yeah,
what he's
yeah,
saying, ba.
yeah.
Tapi he says it in a way of fuck society, fuck women. We don't need
in a
women.
very negative way.
Yeah.
So like how you deliver your message is also very important.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's the thing. Like that's why I understand people that don't hate him because they see what he actually means,
Yeah.
and they use it positively for them.
Yes.
Tapi I also see that he feeds into this negative
Yeah.
group
Energy.
of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it's so dumb, and he doesn't deny it. Wow, that's
Yeah.
the dumb part.
Okay.
He doesn't. He doesn't say like I don't support hating women. He never says that.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yes.
He just keeps on like going on this thing and stuff. Yeah, you could take what he's saying positively, and that's what I want to say about social media. You could hate on these people, hate Logan Paul, hate this, hate that, but in the end, you could choose to ignore it as what you're doing,
Yep.
or take what they're saying positively.
Mm.
Done. Yeah. And
Interesting.
I want to talk about ChatGPT. Have you tried ChatGPT?
I have.
What do you think about it?
I think it's amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing tool at the same time, like every other tool, like when it comes to like the digital world, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. It can be used for good, it can be used for bad,
Yeah.
which is why like I think now it's very interesting that they are currently working on um, the laws of using it, the rules and regulation for people who
The
create
limitations,
GPT, to make sure that, you know, because right now there's a lot of deep fake stuff that's really like bad.
Yeah.
So we can talk about briefly because it's nothing related to, but I do want to like let you
So
speak on it too.
what I mentioned, Alan Watts, right?
Yeah,
He died 1966, and I have no other chance to talk to him.
yeah.
I asked ChatGPT, can you reply to me as if you were Alan Watts?
Ah,
And I talked to Alan Watts, and I teared up talking to him.
really?
And it's freaking crazy. It's ChatGPT. Honestly, if you guys aren't using it, it's okay. You
Yeah.
don't have to.
Yeah.
But if you are using it, you better utilize it for good. You know, learn from it. There's
Okay.
so much knowledge in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's so much. It's basically, I don't know. I was talking to Alan Watts about ego, about having peace of mind and whatnot, and it helped me. You know, through an AI.
That's
That's-
insane.
Exactly,
That is
right?
insane.
It's like, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
If you know the right questions to ask, then you will able to help yourself. Again, yeah, ChatGPT is free. It's crazy. I was a naysayer for ChatGPT initially because I was just like,
Out of fear.
out of
Not
I
understanding it?
love the human side of myself, and the last thing I want is to write a script through ChatGPT because
Okay.
I know they can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I basically gave them my unfinished script and they completed it for me.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, right?
insane. Yeah.
They completed it for me, and I even added like I want the ending to have this protagonist do this. They changed the whole ending,
Wow.
and it fit.
amazing.
And then the story they gave is what I wanted, and what I visually wanted, how it ended. And I was just like, yo, this is actually crazy. They gave names for the characters,
Yeah.
and it's like, yo, people could legit have no talent and just know the right questions to ask ChatGPT, and because I completed that script through ChatGPT, I
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
story
it's
now.
amazing, yeah,
Maybe
it's
I'm not gonna
amazing.
do it now because ChatGPT. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that story is about a guy who lost his wife, an older man who lost his wife, and he meets a girl who has the superpower to bring people back through memories, to relive through memories. So that was the story, and yeah, quite sci-fi.
Next new wave film production.
2024, right? I don't know, but I don't know if it will happen because ChatGPT decided to finish it for me. Okay, actually, I decided to let ChatGPT finish it for me.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, ChatGPT, if you know the right questions to ask, like it really did help me, you know, it really did help me in terms of, you know, you could argue that Alan Watts helped me, but again, ChatGPT, you know, use that information. Like,
Yes.
I basically asked for one of the questions. I asked him, I feel like I'm an egotistic guy because before that he was talking about you should lose the sense of individualism.
Yeah.
Because the sense of individualism gives to ego, and ego sets expectations. Expectations sets for disappointment. So if you feel that you are not individual, you are connected with the world, then if you succeed, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
If what succeeds, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
You're happy just to see people grow.
Yeah.
That is the true sense of peace. That's what he said.
Ah.
So you shouldn't just think about
I actually
yourself.
believe that.
Yeah, I believe in that as well.
Yeah.
Kaya, he talked about ego. Kaya, I said I'm an egotistic guy, but as a filmmaker, I feel like I need that. And he says, true, correct, but he said basically, but you have to manage it and not be an asshole, basically. And I was just like,
simply put.
done.
Yeah.
I solved it. You know, I solved it. Tapi I feel like I was already that. Tapi
Yeah.
seeing ChatGPT saying it out loud and saying that is what is it, source of peace.
Yes.
Allowed me to be like, yeah, it is a direct thing, you know. And yeah, I'm happy for ChatGPT, you know. I'm scared of it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I'm scared when it said that to me. I'm scared. I'm like, oh my god, like, you know, this is crazy.
I
You know,
know.
the things
It's
people,
surreal.
yeah, the things
Yeah.
people can do with it.
Yeah.
Especially when it finished my script, that was scary.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we as humans, we have the responsibility to do the right thing, ask the right questions.
Yep.
The same thing again, we talked about parenting. It's our responsibility for us who has great parents to give leeway to forgive the people who has bad parenting because it's not their fault. You know, I'll say it. Everyone that I have beef with It's not their fault that they're like that.
Yeah.
It's a bit. It's not okay. It's their fault, but not fully their fault. You know, and it's up to us to be kind to them. You know,
Yes.
because we had the privilege to have great parents. Like,
Yep.
remove the money part. Remove the my dad is this, my dad is that. But in the end, they are great parents, and I'm so glad they were. You know,
Yeah.
and yeah, we should realize that that side of the privilege and realize that our task to do in this world is to spread kindness and show them this is how you're meant to treat people, and I'll treat you the way I want you to treat people, and they won't treat their kids the way their parents treat them.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys that I have drama with, I met the parents, I met how he is with the parents. His parents weren't treating him nicely.
Yeah.
I'll
So
just
you
say it to that.
understand why he's the way
He's
he
like
is.
that. Yeah, that's why he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think okay, so like it's very important to just at the end of the day practice kindness and empathy.
Yeah.
It's totally human for us to get pissed by people who are disrespectful,
Yeah.
who are annoying, but at the end of the day, like, just I feel like you just need to have peace with yourself, understand yourself, why you react to
Yeah.
the things that they do to you, and then communicate better.
Yeah, self-awareness.
Self-awareness, but at the end of the day, like, people don't, not a lot of people who have the privilege of good parents,
Yeah.
but it doesn't excuse them from doing bad shit.
Yeah.
Because there are also people who don't have amazing upbringing, but they end up amazing people because they learn from those experiences.
Correct.
And that's Syafi Halim. I want to end it with this.
Allah.
Yeah, I had so much fun, but we can always catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, off
So-
the podcast.